So I purchased a water dragon years ago, and I've always been fascinated with lizards, thinking they're very cool. The reptilian, the reptiles remind me of dinosaurs back in the day. They're family. You know, maybe not. I don't know. Anyway, so I picked up. This is a female veiled chameleon. Um, at the pet store, they said she was about 2 months old, and it is May, so she's about 5 months. So they say, and last month she laid eggs. Um, they lay egg whether they have a mate or not, whether they're pregnant or they're fertile or not. They'll still nest. And what you need to do is purchase a mixture of 50-50, or you can have two mixtures of play sand and soil, top soil, some kind of good soil that's non-fertilizer for non-toxic. And you're gonna put it in a bucket, or I used a rectangular bin, and you gotta moisten it and loosen up the dirt and be able to dig your fingers in there without it caving in for her. And do that. Don't make it too heavy, because it's a lot of work for them to be doing. So this is a female veiled chameleon at the age of 5 or 6, and so what they eat is a variety of food. If you want to purchase a veiled chameleon, then you must be doing work. You have to do a lot of work. They require a lot of maintenance. They are every day at least 20 minutes if you're busy, and an hour if you should make time. They're not very friendly. They like to have their own privacy and be left alone. I purchased this lizard thinking I could handle her and appreciate her, and so she has a little bit of an attitude. Some of these guys do, but that's all right. That's what it is. I mean, and she just shed too, so she looking good. Anyhow, so you have to get an enclosure for them, and their living quarters is unique too, as well as them. So what you must do is purchase a screen mesh cage, non-glass, because of respiratory infection, and it should be about 4 feet high by 3 feet wide, full of branches and non-toxic fake leaves and edible plants that they are able to digest, which you need to look up on internet. And Mr. 2 to 3 times a day, a good mist. And they don't drink standing water in a bowl. You got to buy a dripper. And they eat crickets, worms of all types. Again, do your work. But with crickets, I can say to gut load by by feeding them, fruits and veggies, healthy, because in the end it's going to get broken down to her for her benefit. And so she's cool with a little bit of attitude, but and that's understandable, because these guys are small. They're not, I believe they're from the Middle East, like Afghanistan or something like that. And So if you think about it, you know, they're hiding. I mean, they're in a tree. They're not probably people ain't picking these things up every day and, you know, putting them back. So they're probably trying to hide and get cover, and their colors change because of their mood, not because of their setting. So if they're upset or angry, they'll be dark, and if they're in a good mood, they'll be bright, you know, and it depends, you know. So when you pick them up from underneath. Don't go from up top, and go slow. With this one, unfortunately, she was sick after 2 weeks of purchasing her, and I had to take her to the vet multiple times for antibiotic. And doing that meant I have to open her mouth and give her, you know, the antibiotic. Sorry about that. I'm not really focusing on her, you know, your guys' view at the moment. I'm looking at her, but anyhow, so she don't like me, you know, because I had to manhandle her, and she's all scared. But anyhow, you know, if you get one, give it time. Don't mess with them. Give him like a while. House them. I'll show you real quick where I house her. So as long as she doesn't fall, then this video will continue. So I don't know if you can see. So she let me see if she. So see, sometimes so so sometimes she likes to climb. All right, fussy little thing, you know. But alrighty, so zip ties, they're very useful, and a lot of us know that. Anyhow, use zip ties to hold these fake vines in, and these fake plant too as well, and this wood. And she actually uses them, so let's back it up. So this is the enclosure. It's about 4 feet by 4 feet and 3 feet wide, maybe. I don't know, maybe, you know. It's about $80. The lighting is most important. There's a lot of factors. So as I was saying earlier, you need to really know what you're getting yourself in for. When I bought her, $60, I was like, yeah, I could do that. And I already had an aquarium for her, and the night I took her home, I found out the aquarium gave her respiratory infection. So I had to get this. The cage is 80. The lighting is a UVB, and that's and this is for people who are serious about gonna get one. So let's see. So this is the T5 high output, 24 watt. Right here is important. Get the 10.0 UVB Reptile Sun. So Zoomed's the way to go. They're decent, and they're decent price too. So you could and this too as well. At the moment I don't know the name of it, but the cover, and then of course the basking light. the dripper. You could buy a mounting hook at Home Depot, and then you drip that. You put holes in the screen, you know, and then use whatever you have to. And the lighting temperature, daytime temperature is very important for the Veiled Chameleon. So what they need is, and again, you have to do your homework. So I believe they need like 82 to 88 degrees room temperature, and their basking area needs to be a, you know, I forget, you know, at the moment. So anyhow, this is all stuff you have to account for. Like, so the wattage of the bolt is 60 watt. So you get a temperature up in there, and you set it on a branch that she's gonna be chilling on. You know, you set it on a branch at where she's gonna rest at, where she's gonna bask her area, which I put up here a few different height of vines, fatties, and you know, so, and I give it the reading, and it's where it needs to be at the moment. I forget, you know, it's not the top of my mind. The water, like, again, she don't drink standing water in a bowl. She has to see it be constantly moving. I will not purchase a electric fountain because of bacteria possibility of her, you know, using the restroom and you know, getting an infection of some sort. Use bamboo stick. So it kind of, you know, it's right now not looking good, but you see, they're made to be admired more than handled. And now, and I'm all right with that now. So, you know, but so the rest of her cage, you know, it's you know, I try to make it a little interesting for her, not dull. And all in all, this is about $500-600. Everything you see before you, or you know, I lie, not including different light bulb purchases that I had to go through, and feeding and different materials that I bought that, of course, when they sell you stuff at a pet store, they don't, and they don't know, they're gonna tell you, you know, what they don't know. And so I bought some stuff, but anyhow, it's about $500 for a setup just like this. The vines, you know, maybe $100 on vines. The plant's $100 on plant. And I failed to yet put a live plant in here for her to eat on, to munch on.